Okay, today we will discuss more about the Jenkins. So let me log in first. So this is our Jenkins dashboard, and today we'll learn how many types of job and how we will create the job. So let's click on the new item. Then you can see here there is a freestyle job and pipeline job, and here also multiply pipeline job, right? And one another thing is there, we can also copy the job, right? So here is there is no job, that's why it's not showing the copy job. So mainly in our organization, we will use the freestyle job and pipeline jobs, right? And mostly in the organization, they are using the pipeline job, right? So what is the main difference between the freestyle project and pipeline? So Jenkins pipeline is implemented as a code, right? Jenkins pipeline is implemented as a code which allows multiple users to edit and execute the pipeline project, right? So in this pipeline project, the multiple user can execute their code and edit, but in freestyle job they only one user can execute their code, right? So let's first do with freestyle project. Click on first, let me give some name. Suppose I'm giving free freestyle project and click on OK. Okay, then in this session, the description you can give any description. Suppose I am giving it's a Java project, so I'm writing Java project, right? And go down. You can see here there is a describe the old build, means if you want to delete the your previous build, you can go with this option. And github project, you can click on this project is parameterized, means if you want to set any parameter, means where we will set the parameter. Suppose in every time every field we want to change the IP address, right? Of any we are supposed to deploy want to a specific server, right? That's why we have to provide the IP address. So in every day we want to change the password, we want to change the IP address, so we will go for the parameterize, right? Then execute the concurrent build if necessary. Though you can go and if you want to learn more about it, then you will go this question mark option and it will describe everything here, right? So let's go down and you can see there is a source code management, right? So here we will use the git, right? And it will show the repository URL, right? So let me go to my GitHub account and this is my repository, right? And how we will copy the repository link? Just go to this code section, click on it, and you can see here on the HTTPS section there is a GitHub URL. Just copy this one and paste it here, right? So my repository is a public. You can see here this is a public repository, right? Power Cloud is a public repository, that's why uh, it's not required to give the credential. If there is a private repository, then we will create a credential and GitHub credential and give this credential here, right? Then go down, then here you have to mention the branch, right? So in this repository I have two branch, right? One is the main and another one is the dev one, right? So you have to mention which branch you want to build, right? So this is not master branch, this is the main branch. So let me write here main, right? Then go down, then nothing to change here. Then this is the build trigger section, right? So in this build trigger section we can trigger the builds remotely. You can use this in the remotely build after other project are built. Means you can set like a chain system, means other when the other project build, then after this project will build the, so it's like a automation like thing, right? And build periodically means if you want to set you want to build like what every 15 minutes, every 2 minutes you want to build, right? So you will go for this build periodically, right? And then then this one is the webhook, GitHub webhook. It's automatically when the developer push the code in the GitHub, it's automatically check and whether is there is any new changes in the GitHub account, then it will start to build, right? Then this is the poll SCM, right? Poll SCM means this is you will the way, it's also you have to set the time, right? Let me click here. Okay. It also you have to set the time, schedule the time. Means every suppose I will schedule like every 15 minutes build uh, every 15 minutes we want to build our project. So here we can set the schedule, right? So many people have confused like what is this three things like build periodically, github github hook trigger, and poll SCM, right? So the difference is the build periodically means if I will set like every 2 minutes the build we want to rebuild our project, then when we will set these things every 2 minutes automatically build will trigger, right? And go for poll SCM. If you will go for the poll SCM, the what will happen? Every 2 minutes, right? We will give the time scheduler, and every 2 minutes the Jenkins go to the GitHub account and check where is any change in GitHub repository. If there is any change, then the build will trigger. Right. Every 2 minutes, Jenkins will go to the GitHub account. Right. And this one is the where when we will go for GitHub webhook. That time Jenkins, we don't need to set any time scheduler. Jenkins or always check whether there is any change in the GitHub repository. If there is any change, it's automatically start build, right? So in this way, mainly we will use these two things. That is GitHub webhook trigger and full SCM, right? So for this time, let me just uh, blank everything. In the next field, we will go for one by one here. Build environment. Okay, here you have to set up the build tab. So just click on here and invoke top level mapping, because this is our Java project, and we have to build the code. We will use the Maven, right? So Maven version, let me select my Maven version, and I have already selected in the global tool section the local Maven, right? So that's why it's populated here. Just select this one. And goal, what goal uh, I have to perform, right? So the Maven, let me show you the what is the Maven life cycle, right? So here is the Maven life cycle. Actually Maven is a built tool, uh, which is built the Java project, right? So here is the Maven life cycle, right? So in the Maven lifecycle, the first is the validate. It's the validate the our code, right? It's validate our code, and then after it's compile, right? Then after it's test, then after it's package our code, then verify, right? Then install, then deploy, right? So we want to suppose our only validate, and then we will go for only mvn clean validate, right? Then mvn clean compile. Suppose you want to compile our code, so the command is mvn clean compile. So we want to only test, right? Not only test, just want to test our code. So we will go for the mvn clean test. That means when we will give the command like mvn clean test, that means this first step will cover, means first the Maven will validate our code, then compile, then test, then after it stop. When we'll give the only ambient clean package, that means it's packaging our code, means it's produce a end product, that is jar or war file, right? So mainly we will use this clean package option to packaging our application, means to produce a binary file, right? That is dot jar file or dot war file. So it is actually a most important thing to remember this all the Maven's life cycle. It's a more important thing, right? In this way we the Maven will work. Then how the Maven execute the code, right? So there is a every Java project, you can see there is a pom.xml file is mandatory. So when we will give some Maven lifecycle command like suppose Maven clean package or Maven install, right? So and let me one thing to show you. What is the difference between packaging and install, right? Packaging means it will only package the our code, means produce the only the jar file, right? Jar file or war file to a binary. But when we will give command like mbn clean install, it install the package, means what will be the producing the .war file, just install this war file in a local machine, right? Means when we'll give the mbn clean install, means 1 2 3 4 5 6 six steps will executed one by one. First, validate, compile, test, then package, verify, and then install. Right. So this is the most important thing in the Maven lifecycle. Then how it will execute it? It will execute it follow this pom.xml file, right? So the pom.xml file means the pom, the full form of pom is the project object model, right? In the project object model, the developer the developers configure here everything how the project will build, right? Yeah, so in the uh, actually as a DevOps engineer, sometime we will edit this pom.xml file up to the a certain uh, up to just certain period or a certain up to certain condition, that time we will use the pom.xml file, but otherwise it's a duty to of the developer to write how the code is executed, means it's contain the pom.xml file contain the metadata dependency, means the project metadata dependency and kind of project and kind of output means whether the our the project will the jar produce or .var produce. Let me go to inside the pom.xml file. So you can see here okay, you can see the version, right? The Java version means it's used the 1.8, means it's used the 8 version of Java, right? And all the dependency are there, right? The Maven version, this is the Maven version. You can just go through and check which version the Java use, which version Maven use. This the, all the plugin, everything is there, and what artifact it will produce. This thing also uh, there. Where is the target? One thing is hmm, okay. You can see here the artifact is the time tracker. Actually in this name the artifact will reflected, right? When we will build our project in this name, this artifact will reflected, right? This is the idea of the artifact. In the form.xml file we will get everything here about our project. So let me go to the code, right? And okay, now comes to the Jenkins Freestyle project dashboard, and I have select here the Jenkins version, means which is already I have set in our global tool configuration. Then this is the goal. Let me give Maven. means MVN clean package, right? Clean package, and go down. There is a post build section. So in this whole post build section, uh, this option you can see, right? Means there is a post other build other project, means when we will build this project, right? And another project you want to start the build, in the real time where it will use, means it will use the output of the this project, means the output of the A project is depend upon the output of the B project. In this condition we will go for the build other project, means so when the uh, project B is completed, whatever the output come, means whatever the war file or any artifact come, it's completely depend upon the project B. In this condition we will go for this option, right? And there is a email notification, like suppose our build is success, and it will give us to our team member to our build is success with the console output, and whether our build is failed, it will also give the uh, email notification after the completion of build, means this is the post build action. So let me not go for, in this time we will not go for this post build action. Just I think I have said everything here, right? And just apply this one and save it, right? And in this the left hand side we can see there is a option build now, right? And when we will click on build now, our executor, and the previous class I have already discussed what is the executor. Here we have only, there is a two executor, right? Means executor means it will I will build two job at a time, and other job are in the query section, right? So let me go to my freestyle project and click on build project. So this is the build project, and when we will want to modify anything of our project, we can go to the configuration section, right? When I will click this configuration section, it will again show our configuration, means those things already configure this thing. Suppose any error comes or anything you want to change here, you can see this. Again you can modify uh, our configuration section, right? Let me save this one again and click on this build now. You can see here the executor will start work. You can see one executor is start working. And when we'll go to this, I think let me go, this is the failed, why this is failed, invoice top level maven. Okay, so the build is failed, I think. It's not required the ambient clean package, it's only clean package, I think, right? How I will figure out, you can see here, uh, it automatically means this option is invoke the what maven target, invoke top level maven target. So it's automatically, you can see the command automatically the maven, and I have written also maven, means it's two time maven and maven, that's why it's through the this error, right? And let me first go to the freestyle project, and again configure section, go to configure section and edit this thing, only clean package. Go down and just remove these things, right? And apply and save it, and again build now. Let's see what will happen. Just go to the console output. Okay, now it's I think built. It's first test, and after test, now the build is success, right? So here you can see. So here you can see. Uh, Started by user, this is the user name, right? And built in a workspace, right? So this is the home directory of the Jenkins. Many interviewer will ask you to know the whether you will real time work or not. They will ask like this question: what is the Jenkins home directory? The Jenkins home directory is slash var slash lib slash Jenkins, right? And after this Jenkins folder, there is a folder that is the workspace, right? Workspace, in this workspace, there is automatically created a folder like which name I will give, which name I have given in the project. This name automatically the one folder is created, and in this folder, inside this folder, our artifact is built and also save in this folder, right? Let me go to the our this Jenkins web console. Just copy the Jenkins public IP and go to the Jenkins server console. Okay, git pass. Just copy the public IP and paste it here. Press enter, right? So now I'm inside my Jenkins server terminal, and let's go to var leave Jenkins, right? Then press enter, do ls hyphen l. You can see there is more file and directories there, and the this is the workplace, right? Just go here, cd workplace, press enter, and do ls hyphen l, and you can see there is a folder automatically created, the freestyle project, right? Let me go inside the freestyle project and do ls hyphen l, sorry, ls hyphen l. And actually what will happen here, you can see there is a core folder and pom.xml and web, right? So can you tell me from where this file and folder are came? Hello, if I do ls hyphen,
Good.
hello,
Yeah.
yes, from where this file came to the workplace or in our project folder?
Good.
The answer is actually what happened when we will execute our build. The first step is git checkout, means the git. I have already installed git in my Jenkins server. That's why first it clone all the on the clone our repository. Means you can see here the core, web, and everything, readme, pom.xml, whatever in the our repository. First it's clone this one to the local machine, right? You can see the web code, this thing already present in the where the our remote repository. And git ignore also, you can see there is a file git ignore. So first it will clone everything, then it will execute the maven command, maven clean package or maven validation, maven test, this thing it will execute command. So this is the more means understand how this file will came here, right? It will came from the github repository. First step is it's clone the github repository, and whatever file and folder is there, it's just clone to the our Jenkins server, right? So where the our artifact is saved, just go to the web folder, press enter to ls-l. You can see there is a target, right? Just copy this one, sorry, cd target, press enter and do ls-l. You can see here there is a time tracker web snapshot .war file is generated, right? So the our artifact, this is the artifact, means it's a completely binary fold, binary file, and everything is packaged inside this, right? So in this way we can check your artifact is generated or not, right? So let me our freestyle job is finished. Let me go to our pipeline job, right? So for pipeline job, Jenkins pipeline, we have used the syntax, right? For go for, let me first go to the right. You can see here. I have previously told you there is a option copy from, right. You can copy our project from this option. So let me go to the pipeline project. So pipeline project, in the pipeline project, we will have two options, right? Means two option means we will use the scripted syntax or declarative one, right? So what is the scripted and declarative? Means we have to write a script, that is the Jenkins file, right? You have to write a Jenkins file. This is the Jenkins file. So we can write in two way the this Jenkins file. One is scripted and another one is declarative, right? What is the difference between scripted and declarative? The scripted one is faster syntax, right? But the declarative is recently added, and the scripted one is they use the groovy engine, right? And declarative one is the easy to get and build, and but not that much powerful of a scripted, right? Declarative is not a powerful, but it is very easy. But scripted is use the groovy script, that's why it's a more powerful and advanced scripted. So this is the main difference. But here we will go for the declarative one because it is very easy, right? So if I will go to, let me understand the Jenkins file. Here in the Visual Studio Code, you can easily understand. So you can see here, this is the actually the syntax for uh, declarative pipeline, right? Actually, interviewer will ask you which type of pipeline you have using. So the answer is we can say whether the scripted one or declarative one. So mainly we will use here the declarative pipeline. So the syntax is the let me google this syntax. Jenkins declarative pipeline syntax. Just go to this, you can see the syntax. You can see this is the syntax. It's always starting with the pipeline, right? It's always starting with the pipeline. And here you can see also it's always starting with the pipeline, right? Okay, you can see here. Sometimes many interview will ask you open the terminal and write the Jenkins file, right? So be prepared for that. And so first we have to write the Jenkins pipeline. The syntax is first is the pipeline, right? And in this pipeline we have to mention agent, right? Agent is any, means agent means what, means so there is a option in the Jenkins. We can set a master and architecture, means one is the master machine where is Jenkins installed, and we can build our project in another slave machine, another machine. So you can this is this will say this is the agent that time. So here agent is any, means it will by default take the its Jenkins server, right? So in this case we don't have any agent machine. So uh, I can write here agent is any. So it's a by default take any any user, right? So then go to, we can mention the tool here. Here you can see there is a tool section. So you can mention the tool here, tools, right? Press enter. And which tool uh, uh, I have used here, that is the maven, right? And the tool name is maven, local maven, right? Okay, the maven, no, single quote. Inside the single quote just name the what tool in the global tool configuration what I have configured. Just name this thing, local underscore maven, right? You can see here I have already set this thing. Let me go to the dashboard and manage Jenkins and go to the tool section. In the previous lecture, I have already set up this Jenkins server. And if you go down, there is a Maven installation, and I have already mentioned the name is local Maven and give the path. That's why always I am giving this local Maven, right? Let me back to the dashboard. Okay, so here you can see where is this one, right? That's why I am writing here local maven, right? Then we can use the stages. After this we can use the stages, right? and the after that stage. Suppose this stage is for build. This stage is used for build, and in this stage the steps is, suppose I want to write here echo command build is success, right? You can do anything, and also the uh, one more stage also you can add, right? I'm adding this one. Suppose this stage is for test, and in this step we can write echo command, anything, any command we can write here. The test is success, test is test is success, right? So this thing I have written here, right? The build and steps I have already written for this, right? So first we'll start with pipeline, right? And the agent, and this is the two, and in the stages, the first only here I have only used the uh, build stage, right? And in this build stage, the in the step this command will execute, that is the shell command mbn clean package, right? Mbn clean package is the packaging our application, our code. Then this uh, after this the post build action, it's what it will echo command give a success, right? And archive the artifact. If you want to use these things, or um, uh, you want to don't use these things, depend upon you. Let me first comment out this one. It's actually not required. Okay, just comment out. I just comment out this one and copy it and go to the GitHub repository and edit. Okay, then commit. Okay, so the first requirement is in the uh, pipeline script. We have to write a Jenkins file, right? So what is the Jenkins file? Jenkins file is nothing but a we can say it's a text file, right? A Jenkins file can be a defined using a text file called Jenkins file. The means it's a include it's contain the what it will contain pipelines automate it's automate our pipelines, the how it will follow the step, everything is written inside the Jenkins file, right? So first the requirement is the Jenkins file, and inside the Jenkins file you can write in a scripted or declarative. So here we have used the declarative pipeline. This is the declarative pipeline, right? So in the declarative pipeline, let me go to the Jenkins dashboard, right? And click on new item and give a name. Let me give pipeline underscore project, right? And click on this pipeline and click on this OK. Okay, so let me uh, give some description here. Let me give this is my Java project, right? And go down. Everything I have already told you, right? And this is the build trigger, right? So let me go through this here poll SCM, right? If I will give this, you can see how it will work, right? It will work like month, sorry, time means we have to give these things, this star, one, two, three, four, five, five star we have to give here. Means the first star is the minute, hour, then this is the uh, DOM, right? The day of the month, and this is the month, and last one is the DOW means the day of a week. We can follow this documentation and how it will work. It also give some example also, you can follow this example, right? So let me do one thing here. uh, like I want to build my project every 2 minutes, every 2 minutes, h by 2 space, give one star, and give another star, and space another star, and another star. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, fine. Okay, then means that means if I will write here 15, means every 15 minutes our build automatically trigger. But condition is poll SCM. What is the condition for poll SCM? There is any changes in the repository. If there is any changes in the repository, then after it will execute, right? So go down, nothing is changed here, just select this one and go for the pipeline script. And SCM, we have used the GitHub, and give the GitHub repository link here. Just copy this and paste it here, right? And not require any credential, not require any credential. And here is the branch. You have to set mention your branch. So here my branch is dev1, right? Then write dev1, then go down and apply and save this project and build our project. Okay, what will happen here? Let me see. Oh, there is something in syntax error. Go to the Jenkins file and remove this comment section. There is some syntax error. This comment out. Just comment out and comment these changes and go to again pipeline project and build now. Okay, let's see what will happen. You can see first it's git checkout, then mm, apply the Maven clean package. And similarly, you can check inside our Jenkins server. There is automatically created one folder in the Jenkins workspace, that is the pipeline underscore project. Inside this project, our artifact is automatically stored, right? So this build is success, and we have to check after 2 minutes, right? After 2 minutes, yes, the when we will execute the pipeline project, this is the very beautiful things. It's automatically show how the build will happen step by step. Means first is git checkout, right? And install the tool installation, means which tool we have used. In you can see here, in this tool section I have mentioned the maven to local maven. So that's why its first its step is git checkout, and secondly install the tool, and third part what will happen, the build. I have mentioned in the build, in the stage there is the build. That's why it will take these things and populated here the build, right? And it will also show the time also, 1 second, 17 second to build this thing. So here you can see the artifact, that artifact name is also C, and you can download also this artifact. Just click in, if it's required then you can download this one. Just click on it. Okay, it's not working. Okay, leave it. So these things, this thing, and let me do some changes in the this GitHub remote repository, and let's check after 2 minutes automatically the build will trigger or not. You can see here there is only two build, right? One is failed and two is success. And let me do modify in the readme dot file, readme this file, and let me do some modification here. Let me give a dot here, right? And commit this one, and commit, go to the code section and see after 2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes, and I think it will build again by the poll SCM. So wait for 2 minutes. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me, because we'll wait for 2 minutes to see the build is happen or not. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
No, it is clear to me.
Okay, okay. Actually, many people confuse in three things. What is the poll SCM? What is periodically built? What is the Git webhook, right? So this thing many people get confused, right? So let me again told you. Uh, Actually, poll SCM is we can set schedule our build. Means every 2 minutes the build will trigger, right? Every 2 minutes, every 15 minutes, every half an hour, build automatically trigger. But in the you can see, if you go configure, right? Go to configure section and build periodically. Build periodically means it's actually poll SCM when the change in happen in the remote repository. That time it will trigger. But build here is the build periodically means it's every 2 minutes it will build, right? And this is the Git webhook. This is the Git hub hook trigger, means it's we have to set like when the developer push the code, that time it will trigger, right? This is the complete difference between them. You can see, okay, in this time the third build also happened, right? You can see here the third build happen, and it also, you can see here there is a one commit also. You can, where this one commit you can see in this log section, the readme.md file. I have just put a one dot, that's why it's commit, right? So uh, in this, I think for today class, this will over for this thing, and next we will discuss more about Jenkins, right?